Hey, we got it in one, Gerald. That means it's 7 o'clock on Check It Out Tuesday. Welcome to Tamara's Paper Trot. I am Tamara. Who are you? Welcome to part 2 of TNT. Tracy and Tamara just came off of Tracy's live. I was watching Trace. I was watching. I should have been. I was supposed to be doing my R&D for what I was going to be doing tonight for my live, but you were more interesting. Great pinwheel card. If you haven't seen it, head over to the Paper Pusher, THEE Paper Pusher, and check out what Tracy made. One of those pinwheel cards. I have yet to make one of those, and my head kind of hurt looking at it. So I don't know if I'll do it anytime soon. But hello, Marcella. Heidi ho. Hey, Shayla. Hi, Coral. Yeah, I was texting with Coral today. We missed each other. She had to work at her real job outside of the home. I pulled into her driveway, and there were no cars there. So I didn't get to say hello in person. Hi, Debbie. I did a few deliveries today. Hi, Mary. A few deliveries of orders and catalogs. And hi, Teresa. And yes, swag to Teresa. There's Joy. Hi, Wendy. And I drove my brother to the airport. Hi, Janet. Yeah. And I don't know. Another splitting headache tonight. I don't know what's going on with my headaches. Anyway, the show must go on, right? So I've got some water, and we're going to dive right in. We're going to do Faux Silk technique. We sure are. Now, yes, happy Tuesday, TNT. TNT Tuesday, Tracy and Tamara, the Paper Pusher and Tamara's Paper Trail, combined into one action-packed 2-hour show. Hey, Christina. Hi, Nikki. Howdy ho. What, Wendy? Hey? Hi, Elizabeth from Australia. How are you? Oh, I'm glad you like your swag, Teresa. Yes, I dropped by some swag for Teresa's in my downline, and she promoted. So when you promote, you get a Trailblazer bag, a tote, and you are one of us now. You're in. You can't get out. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Valerie. I'm exhausted. I even look tired today, don't I? I was like, oh, wow, I don't even have any lipstick on. My hair is tired. It's okay. It's okay. We must create. So what we're going to do tonight is we're going to have more of a play. I don't have a card designed. Shocking. I know. Maybe we'll come up with a card. Maybe not. I'm thinking not. But I wanted to show you a lot of different things that you can do with tissue paper. Now, if anybody else happens to get, 1 to 7 paper pumpkin kits a month, you've got a lot of tissue paper, and most of it's blue. That makes me sad. I wish it was white, honestly. I would have a lot more use for the white. But you can do it. You can do stuff with the blue. You can do all kinds of things. So I am going to just show you a bunch of different things. Hi, Chris Stones from Australia. I'm going to show you a bunch of different things we can do with the tissue paper. And the technique that kind of started this off is my recipe card that I found for Faux Silk technique. I haven't seen this done in a while, so I think it's time to bring it back. Yeah, I do. Now, I was calling it faux linen, and it's very, maybe it goes by faux linen too, but I'm like, apparently it says faux silk. We actually have some sort of linen paper, and apparently I own it. It is in here somewhere. I've probably put it in my retired stash. Inadvertently. I don't know where it is. I looked for about 4 minutes the other day and I couldn't find it, but I have marked off that I bought it. I just don't know where it is. So you could buy our linen paper and save yourself this whole hassle. But don't we like new techniques, and don't we like to repurpose things such as tissue paper? So this is a card I made back in the day. Teresa, if you might even remember this. We had done this technique at Malmo Hall. Debbie, you in the house? Debbie Short, Malmo Hall card. So this was, do you remember this stamp set? I only just recently parted with this one. I know, right, Valerie? There's no fun in that, right? Bought a huge pack of white wrapping tissue for painting. And well, there you go, Nikki. This is you're gonna use a 4x4 piece of paper. You'll tackle that stash, right? Okay, let's take this out of the, I don't know if I can take it out. I don't know what I've done here. So back in the day when I would have my monthly class, how the heck did I do that? When I would have my monthly classes, this is what we did. I would print out a recipe card. So in this case, Faux Silk, and it tells you how to do the technique, and that's what we would do for the class. So this would be the card that we made in the class, and then we'd shove it in a folder or in a sleeve. We'd hole punch it, and then we would put them together so you know how to do it. I know, right? Tissue paper. So this has got to be a good 15 years old, this card. So you can see that it looks wrinkled and it looks like it's been done on silk. Well, this is just tissue paper. You never did the Faux Silk technique, but used a stamp on candles. Yeah, see, and I've never even done I've never done that candle one. One day I will. But this is simply tissue paper on top of a stamped image. Now, as I usually do on a Tuesday, I have these great ideas of what I'm going to do, and then I think, oh, I better hit Google and actually figure out how to do that. So I did. I hit Google, and I watched a couple videos, and I found 2 or 3 different ways that people were doing this. Well, they called it actually the faux linen. So I don't know, faux linen, faux silk, faux something. F-A-U-X, faux, like pretend, right? So I thought we would, I would show you what I learned from Uncle Google. And the way that I learned was we stamp an image and then we're going to cover it with tissue paper. But I was watching another demonstrator, and she did stamping on the tissue paper. And I thought I'd show you that. And then there was another person who used the tissue paper as a background, no stamping on it. So I thought I'd do a few things like that. I don't love this. I don't like the stamping on the tissue paper. No, that is all kinds of messy, and I don't like it. But I thought I would try it out. I literally, it was 6:45, and I was listening to Tracy as I was stamping, and I mean, it's bleeding all over the place. And then I tried to color it with my blends, and I didn't like that because then the black was bleeding. And then I tried to do it with my Stampin' Write markers, and that was just quite hideous, and I thought I was going to tear the paper. It was taking way too long. So I'm like, no, that is not my preferred technique, but you can do it. Yeah. So I grabbed myself a pack of tissue paper from somewhere in my stash, and I just cut it down. Now this stuff cuts really easily. I kept it kind of bunched up, and I thought, well, let's just cut it all at once because, I mean, it's tissue paper, right? So it's all wadded up. Bam. Okay, now it's not wadded up, but it cuts very easily on your trimmer. So I'm just going to cut a big old piece because we want it bigger than what we're going to put it on. So let me just cut up a couple of, I mean, I could even use my scissors for this. It doesn't have to be on the trimmer because we're going to trim it down later. So I'm just going to do a couple big chunks and have those kind of ready to go. So I'll show you what I tried to do here, and it was quite awful. I picked a stamp that I could color. And this might be one of my new favorite flower ones. Fresh cut flowers. I like it. I've used this 3 times in the last week. This is one of the cards. Well, hey, should we take a little aside and say, right, I have 1 spot left, ladies. 1 spot left in my watering can class for my in-person class on Saturday, May 21st at 10:30 in the morning. We're making 4 projects. 1, 2, 3, 4, I should say 4 cards and a packet of seed. Oh, it seems to be spilling. There must be a hole. Oh, there is. The seam split. Uh-oh. Look at that. There's a hole in it. Okay. Note to self, don't fill it quite so full. All right. Anyway, I love this stamp. It's good for coloring. So I grabbed it. Here it is, grabbed. And I'm going to clean it off because I might have been a little bit overzealous when I inked it up with my black. You know what? Maybe I'll do it in a different color. Maybe I don't want the black. Because you know I don't love my memento. I don't love it. So you know what? I'm not going to use it. Can't make me. I'm the boss. I'm going to use my Starry Sky because it is my new favorite color. Hi, Melanie. It's okay. We just started. We're doing something. I don't know what we're doing. We're calling it Faux Silk. I don't know if that's what it's really called, but that's what I'm calling it. Okay, let's put this away. But look at this pretty card. It's so pretty. Love it. Love this color. It's not blue. It's not purple. Apparently, it's Starry Sky. Okay, so I'm going to ink this up. Now, when you are working, no, we got some goobies in here. When you're working with this tissue paper, you have to protect your desk because it is tissue paper, ladies. This ink is going to go right on through it. Ask me how I know. Can't figure out how I know. Well, all right. It doesn't matter that this sheet is all wrinkled because we're going to wrinkle it up anyway. Hi, Jen. How are you? Okay, so I don't want the bend down, just so that I can, hang on. So, yeah, we want it kind of flat to stamp on it. There we go. So I'm going to stamp, push in the middle. I found when I did it earlier, I didn't push hard enough in the middle. Ah, that is so freaking beautiful. But look at, this is why you have to protect your desk because it goes right through it. Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, I wonder what color. Maybe this will be better than it was with the black. I'm going to grab fresh freesia. Like, I'm totally winging this, you guys. Like, it doesn't get more winged than this, right? You know me, we're winging it. I have been coloring with purple upstairs. Last night I was coloring with Alicia, and I was doing, it's a whole page of feathers, and they're all purple, different shades of purple. She's like purple much? Okay, am I in habit or what? I'm going to open this the same as I do my blends. You could just pull it off. Do you guys know, little product information here, we've got the two ends to our Stampin' Write markers. There's the brush end and the journaling end. Did you know that there's a little line here so that you can easily tell which end is which? The skinny line is for journaling and the fat line is for the felt. It took me about 14 years before I knew that. Okay, so let's just pretend we know what we're doing, and I'm going to go in and I'm just going to color this full on with fresh freesia. And I don't want to spend too much time on it, but I kind of do because I love coloring. Or maybe this will turn out better. So I'm going to mimic a little bit of shading. Now, again, you got to remember that this is soaking right through this tissue paper. Like, I'm not kidding. This is everywhere now. So I'm going to try not to move the tissue paper around because then the wet ink can transfer. Now, you're coloring on tissue paper, so you're not pushing too hard, or you don't want to tear a hole in it. Okay, now I'm not going to spend too much time on that. So you can see right through. So I want to turn it over. I don't want any... And this might bleed. I don't know. This is my first rodeo. I don't know what the heck I'm doing. What's this? This is the Highland Heather. Sure, let's just kind of... Now, it's not going to blend like our blends do. I just thought I'd go a little bit lighter. I'm going to spend half this show coloring. It's my show. I can color. Oh, there's a song. I can color if I want to. Do, 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 do. It's my video and I can color if I want to. No, doesn't work so good. Okay. Color. While I'm coloring, have you all replied for the paper share and the ribbon share and my classes? I'm at Dad's tomorrow, and that means I have time while he sleeps. I have to start drafting my order that will be placed on Tuesday. Is that the 3rd? Whenever the catalog goes live. So I need to know how many of everything to order. Now, I don't have a lot of people signed up for my classes yet. If you have your catalog, you can flip through the catalog to see what the stamp sets and bundles are. Because I can't show you pictures of the inside, and I can't even order them myself. So it's not like you're missing out on the samples, because there are no samples yet. Because I don't have my stamp products. I can't order them yet. It's killing me. Anyway, it's the ribbons I'm concerned about, that they might sell out. So I'm going to order. Oh, that's really pretty. I really, really, really like that. Now, I really want to blend it, but who am I kidding? It's not going to blend. All right. What? There's a question. Why are you not using blends? Well, because they're going to bleed. I could use blends, but look what happened when I used blends here. I guess I could, but this is really pretty the way it is. Don't you think? What color is this? This one is the Orchid Oasis. I don't want it to bleed that much. I guess I could. I'll show you on a different one that I did. What is that ding? Go away. Okay. I'll show you. This is, okay, so this one I stamped earlier in the black, and yuck, right? Like it's all globby and gloopy. Let me show you what it is with blends. This one I took out the dark Orchid Oasis. It's gonna bleed. Well, she said maybe it'll bleed. I think it'll bleed. Like, it spreads pretty quickly because it is tissue paper, so you have to be really careful. You could get right up to that black line, but you don't want to cross over it, like to the edge here. So I guess that would work. It didn't work so well with my reds. I didn't love it. I guess we could. Fine. You want me to? You win. Let's see. This is the Orchid Opulence. So I have to be careful just to go to the edge. Okay. So it's bleeding a bit, and it's going to pull. Yeah, I don't know what it's going to do. Okay, you got to be careful. Don't do that, Tamara. Over. Okay, don't do that. It definitely is faster. Okay, so what else can I use for the lens? Let's get these other colors. Let's grab some of the light and this. Highland Heather light, Fresh Freezer light. Fine, all right. Let's do this. Okay, I have to hurry along because this isn't even the technique. You're not sitting here to watch me color, right? Okay, got the lid off. Would sell the markers individually again rather than in the entire families. Yeah, I know, Debbie. There's just no money in it. So many people don't even use the markers anymore. So, yeah. So I can see some of these are bleeding a bit. You can see this one is bleeding a bit outside this leaf here. Anyway, I'll hurry along so we can get to the technique part. I don't know why I have purple and blue flowers with blue leaves. Mary, anything, any improvement in the smell? Okay, there we go. Let's just finish with that. Okay, so that's coloring on the tissue paper. Now, let's close this up. Yeah, I use them. I either have to use. How do you organize your colors? Do you do them color palette? No, I do them by color scheme. If you look behind me, Teresa, you can see I've got all my greens, yellows and oranges, reds and pinks, blues, browns, and so on. So yeah, I used to do it by color family, and then they kept changing the color families around on me, and I got really confused, so I stopped doing that. Okay, so back to our faux whatever this is. Now you're going to crinkle it up. No improvement, eh, Mary? So how long, Mary, has she already got you on a waiting list for an MRI? Or what's the process on that? You don't want to be waiting for a whole long time on that. Hopefully you're in the system to get an MRI. Oh, I should have mentioned, this really needed to be very dry before I just crinkled it up. Otherwise, the color will transfer to where you don't want it. Yeah. Okay, so you do that a few times. Crinkle it, uncrinkle it, munch it up, distress it. You want this to look like fabric is kind of the end goal. So be careful not to tear it, but scrunch it up good. Just use your e-inkers and then you can refresh your markers. Yes, you can. For me, Debbie, the issue isn't when it runs out of ink. It's that the tips are too dull. Yeah. Okay. So now you've got this crinkled look and you don't want to iron it out. Like you want it pretty crinkly. Now you want to apply glue of some sort. Now we've got a few options available to us. We used to sell a glue stick. We don't anymore. However, a glue stick will work. You can go grab yourself a glue stick and you want to completely cover your paper in the glue. And I'm talking completely, making sure you get to the edges and the corners. If you don't, you will regret it. However, we don't sell glue sticks. What we do sell is glue. And we don't sell sponges anymore, but I might have a lifetime supply. So I'm going to grab myself a bulldog clip and just make myself a little handle because I don't feel like getting all gluey. And I'm just going to attach it like that. So I have a little handle now. And I'm going to get a puddle of glue, a good puddle of glue. A big old puddle of glue. Because we want to be very generous with this. She wants me to go to emergency and say, oh, Mary, you have to. You can't wait. I mean, I understand nobody wants to go to emergency these days, but you have to. You don't want to wait on that. Okay, now I think I might even need more glue. Maybe not. Yes, I do. I think you should go, Mary. Everybody, what do you think? Do you think Mary should go? I think it's important that you do. All right, now I'm not worrying about getting glue all over my silicone mat because it will just peel off, rub off. No fuss, no muss. So while it's still fairly gluey, make sure you get those corners, gals. Lay down your piece. Stick it down. And now I'm going to lift this so that my cardstock doesn't stick to the silicone. So I'm going to move that out of the way for a minute. And I'm just going to work here. Okay, so we want it crinkly, right? I didn't want it flat and perfect. I want it to look like silk. And you can see exactly where you've missed on the glue. So you want to press it down, but you want to maintain all those crinkles and those wrinkles because that is the fun of it. And I missed right there in the middle, and that's really annoying. Oh yeah, don't like that at all, as you can tell. It's like a bubble. Okay, anyway. So then you can go in and you can trim this with your trimmer. You can go in with your scissors. Yes, right? Listen, Mary. Yes. Okay, everybody's yelling at Mary now. Okay, that's right. Teresa says it. Shayla says it. Wendy says it. Mary. Valerie says. Melanie says. And Janet says, I will drive you. Do you need a ride? I'll take you. I'll sit with you. I'll do it. Because she said 48 hours, and that was on Thursday. And now this is Tuesday. It's important. Nobody wants to go to emergency, but you wear a mask and you don't lick the doorknobs and you'll be safe. Yes, it's going to be 8 hours, but it's your health. Okay. You need to get that sorted out. I know, you hear me. I know. I mean it. If you need a ride, I will take you. After my live, we're done in 40 minutes. Okay, so there is our look number one, you guys. So let's just, what you could do too is instead of trimming it, you could have just wrapped it around the back and glued it down. Somewhere I had a card base, I don't know where. Okay, so we're gonna go like this. And I mean, you can, let's just make this somewhat quick. This is like a really weird coloring, but what the heck? You know what? Actually, I want this a little bit smaller, a little bit short. I don't want it that big. So this was 3. So let's go 3 1/2, 3 1/4. And then we're going to go 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. Okay. There, that's a little bit better. And so then I'm going to go in and I'm going to grab, what am I going to grab? I'm going to grab my Starry, whatever this is called, Starry Sky. So that's 3 1/4, so let's go 3 1/2 by 4 3/4. Bam. And you can put a sentiment on that. Let's just do it, Tamara. Okay. I like, this is another new set, Happiness Abounds. Where is it? Happy birthday. Okay, Mary. If you change your mind, you let me know. I'm at my dad's tomorrow in the day. Where is the happy birthday? It's in the bucket. Hang on. That is here. Here we go, Starry Sky. All right, so I mean, it's a pretty meh coloring job. So I'm not actually going to tape it down, but let's just call this option 1. Okay, and it looks like faux silk. Now it's really intense. I can do better on the coloring though. I'm going to have a lot more control if I am coloring on cardstock, and you know I love my bellends. So I am going to start by, I'm going to cut down this piece. I'm going to cut it down to 4.5, 3.25 by 4.5, 3.25 by 4.5, same size as the other one. And I am going to stamp it in the Starry Sky as well. Now it shouldn't bleed when I color this with blends. On the bigger images, so you'll see what I'm doing here. On the bigger images, I like to turn the ink, or turn the stamp over and ink it this way, just to make sure I've hit everything. Now I also see that I got a little excited about inking that up. And so when I stamp it, I either have to be really careful not to catch halos, or I can just go in and quickly wipe it off. And I still might get a halo, but I just won't press too hard. Anyway, let's go like that and hope. Okay, so this is the other method for the faux silk. We're going to stamp on the paper. We're going to color it. Oh, thanks, Valerie. And then we're going to, I love this so much. It's so delicate. Like really, I'm only going to cut what we don't have to color it. Yeah, we don't have to. Look, we could, look what we could do. So let's just do it. So you can scrunch this up. Should I color it? You want me to color it? Could be a really short show if I don't. Don't ask me why I'm doing flowers this color. Actually, I wanted to play with these colors. Why? Okay, let's stop it, Tamara. Let's make it look prettier. I'm going to do this one. Okay, I'm going to save that for later because I love it so much. But look, I liked these colors. I'm going to do, again, 3.25 by 4.5. I like that size. I really like that size. Okay, and I am going to stamp that in. Maybe I should still stamp it in the... Sure, you know what? Let's just keep that then. Bring it back in. I was playing with these colors. A little bit of pink, which is the light Calypso Coral, and then the light and the dark in the new Sweet Sorbet. What kind of flowers are those? I have no idea. They kind of look like poppies, but I don't know. I am not good with flowers. Now, this shouldn't bleed. Here's a good piece of paper. It shouldn't bleed the ink because, what's my rule? A smelly with a non-smelly. This is non-smelly, and these are smelly. So it shouldn't really bleed. However, it hasn't been sitting for very long, so the ink might not actually be that cured. So it probably will bleed. Actually, it will. I know it will. So let's just get down with that and don't worry about it. So I'm going to color the circles of these in my light Calypso. Let the bleeding begin. Then I'm going to go in with my light. Oh yeah, I know, but well, they're running out of types of flowers though, hey? I've got every kind of flower just stamping up. Okay, so you can see already I'm getting crisper coloring than coloring on tissue paper. So I'm going to try to do this somewhat quickly without... Okay. Oops, went outside the lines. Oh well, I could get my color lifter out and fix that. I don't feel like it. I didn't sleep a wink last night. I went to bed at 10 o'clock. I passed out instantly. Like I started watching the news, and the next thing I know, it's 10:20, and I'm like, okay, I'm asleep. Turned off my TV. Woke up at 11, and I laid there until 2:30. It angered me. I had a lot of anxiety last night. You know me, I'm not an anxious person. I don't know what that was about, but I don't know. Lots on my mind, I guess. Sorry, I know this is taking a long time, but hey, it's part of the process. Let's see what happens here. I like this color of, we'll call it red, Sweet Sorbet. It's not quite as intense as the Poppy Parade, which I do love Poppy Parade. Okay, so that's that. Now I'm going to go back in and I'm just going to try to blend these a little bit more, so it's not such a harsh edge. Now I found this color does bleach out. You can see there's a bit of a bleachy watermark now on this one. So you kind of want to go over all of it or you're going to get that bleach watermark. Then I'm going to go in with the dark just a little bit on the outsides. The colors blend together a lot easier and a lot nicer if it's very wet, i.e. if it's like soaked right through. Then you're going to get a nice, more gradual color blending together. So I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to make it a bit more gradual in color. Is this the light? Yeah, it is. Okay. All right, that'll have to do for that. And then I'm going to go with my Granny Apple Greens. What is this, dark or light? Light Granny Apple Green. Sweet peas are my favorite. Oh, sweet peas are pretty, yeah. I like snapdragons because they're just fun to play with. I used to make them talk as a little girl. Okay, so this is the second technique. So the first one was to stamp on the tissue paper. I don't know. It's okay. It's got more of a watercolory look to it, I guess, because there's a lot more bleeding. You can't get a lot of shading from your blends because the tissue paper, if it gets too wet, it's just going to tear. It's like coloring on Kleenex. I'm rushing this a bit more than I should, so it is bleeding outside the lines. I will show you, though. So, and then I'm going to bring in with my dark for these ones. I'll show you what to do in these spots that have gone outside the line. I downloaded my apps today for getting all of our vaccine records on my phone. I'm going to be a nervous wreck until I manage to get on the plane and when I get into Disneyland, because there's so much paperwork. You have to have this, that, and the other, and all these records. And I'm like, what happens if I lose my phone? Then I'm in big trouble. Okay. Oh, I got a few more little guys here, so I'm going to go in just with my marker and color these guys, because on a small spot like this, it's just going to bleed and make a big piggy mess. So let's just go in and do that. Okay, that is pretty. Look how pretty that is. Okay, so for some of the spots, here's like a little blend tip. Looks like 4x3. What's happening? The new what? What did I miss? Sweet peas are my favorite. I planted some and they had just bloomed when my neighbor mowed them down. Oh. Okay, looks like 4x3 or maybe 4x2 3/4. The new dyes from Happiness Abounds. Cut it, look like the coil note, but I don't know what you're talking about, but okay. Photocopier. I've got everything printed. Oh yeah, Lena, honestly, it's like a big novel. Okay, I guess I should focus on what I'm doing. So on spots that I have gone over that have bled outside the lines, you take your color lifter and you just kind of push the ink back. Now this is just alcohol. And you're just kind of lifting the color. It's going to leave a bit of a watermark, but if you really can't stand that it went outside the line, it's like an eraser. That's why it's called the color lifter. And if you're wondering, if your daughter happens to color her shoes with a Sharpie and then wants to return said shoes, you use a color lifter, it'll remove the Sharpie and you can return these shoes. Oh yes, ask me how I know. Yep. I'm not eating a $200 pair of shoes because somebody used a Sharpie. Oh no, you get your color lifter out and you fix that bad boy. Okay, how pretty is that? Oh, I love it, except that's a little bit too harsh. So, hang on. Just gonna go in and, is that the right color? Like Calypso Coral, yes it is. Okay. It's gonna leave a little bit of a watermark, but I'm okay with that. Yeah. Color lifter. It's more for more than just crafting. All right, so I previously crinkled this up. Uncrinkle it, and we're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to cover it. Now, this has glue all over it, but I can just roll that off. I'm just going to turn it over for now. We'll use this side. So same as before, you can use a glue stick, but hey, I've already got somewhere. Where are you? How my desk gets so dirty so quickly. I don't know. All right, so we're going to do a big puddle of water, or of glue, not water. Water would be a silly thing to put. Okay, big puddle. And I don't know what this is going to happen when this glue hits the blends. I have no idea. We will find out together. I'm a little terrified, I'm not going to lie. Okay. Make sure you get to those edges. Okay, here we go. Sound effects help. Okay, it's bleeding. It's bleeding a little bit. Okay, I'm going to move it away. Move away. Slap it down. And I'm actually going to make more crinkles because why not? Oh, I love it. It is obviously way more muted. Obs, as the kids say. Okay, that one's a little bit too mangy there. Kind of wrecked that. Oh, is it too late? Can I pull it up? I think it's too late. Too much of a crinkle there. I wonder if I could cut that. Well, I'll just leave it alone. Ugh. Bad, Tamara, bad. I wonder if I could heat set it and try to lift it a bit. Hang on. Soften that glue. Without tearing the paper. Maybe not. I think we're stuck with it. Ha ha ha! See what I did there? We're stuck with it. All right. Oh, I do amuse myself. I'm cutting it. You can't stop me. Oh, I do have fun. Okay, come on. You can do better than that, scissors. A little bit better. Okay. All right. But you see where I'm going. Now, you can just wrap it under and glue. No, okay. We need more glue here now because I've kind of manged it up a bit. Let's go like this. Okay, like that. Get it back down there. All right. So I'm going to cut it. Probably would have been better to leave the piece a little bit bigger and then I could trim it with my trimmer. I wonder. You know what? How about we just do this? One must try new things. Well, one mustn't. You don't have to, but hey, let's try this and see how it works. Going rogue once again. In the field of vision? I hope so. Oops! Oh, fail. If I slow down a little bit. Okay. Meh. Okay, does that look like silk? I think it does. It's pretty cool, huh? Going to miss you, but you. Oh, well, thank you. You know what? But I'm still going to be here, Melanie. Now, what I find quite funny is people are going to yell at me, going, "You're supposed to be on vacation. Why are you doing a live?" No, it's pre-scheduled. I'm not really live. Your snail broke. What do you mean you can't? Call them, Teresa. They'll send you a new one. Demo support. They're awesome. They'll send you a new one. How did you break it? Okay, now, I like this one better. So, we could even still do it on the... Oh, I kind of love it. Now, I'm going to tape this down flat. Now, let's see my original card. I tied ribbon around it, and I certainly could. I don't think I want to. I think I'm just going to leave it something like that. I'm going to tape this down. What time is it? 7:41. Okay, there's another technique. Okay, I need a different... Oh, yay, I have more. I was like, this is all sticky. It's okay. I have 3 more. Of course I do. You guys think that I earn these trips by selling a lot? No, I just buy multiples of everything. I buy my own. I buy these darn trips that I can't go on. I spend a lot of money on stamping stuff. I figure if 1 is good, 3 is a requirement, right? Okay. I love this. Ah, so pretty. So pretty, you guys. I want you to try this technique. Grab some tissue paper. Get busy. Okay. I mean, you don't need to do so many techniques these days because we've got such great products with, you know, the distinctive stamps that just look, you know, awesome. And look, okay, I gotta share. Here's a shout out to Teresa. She gave me this gorgeous card today. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Teresa. But look at the paper. It already looks like it's on canvas. So, you know, you don't need to do so many techniques because all of our products are so freaking amazing. It's just too easy to just let the product do the work, right? But these are fun. Yay, Valerie's going to try it. Valerie, will you please post a picture of what you come up with on my Trailblazer page, or my paper trail page? Sure, let's go crooked. I haven't gone crooked in a while. Yes, yaman. Now, should I flag end these? Should I flag end one end? Should I flag end both ends? Sure, I'm going to do it. I am all over the place tonight. Where is my... hang on. Where is my appropriate punch? Where are you? Oh, it's probably in a bucket. When I cleaned up, I literally grabbed a box. Okay, I don't know. I'm going to have to do it old school. Old school flagging. Okay, here we go. Snip up the middle. Corner to the tip. Corner to the tip. Oh, it's quite the deep. It's too deep. Oh well. Right up the middle. Corner to the tip. I'm actually looking really forward to being off the grid. Now, when I say being off the grid, I might still peek, but I'm not answering questions. Tracy very kindly, well, I kind of voluntold her, but she would volunteer anyway. I think she did volunteer, right, Tracy? She's always got my back, and if there are any major stamping crises, you can contact Tracy at The Paper Pusher. She will help you out, especially for my team. My team, you can all help each other out. Somebody knows the answer on the team. Oh, that's so pretty. Okay, wait, there's more. Like that. Yeah, I am looking really forward to doing very little. Now, those are blue. I'm just trying to get out all my new toys. Oh, here we go. What do we got here? These are the rhinestones from the Waves paper, and actually they're not bad. They're pretty close. These ones are closer. Thank you, Tracy. I know, right, Debbie? Actually, I was talking to Tammy today. I was driving down the highway, and she popped into mind. And this is a reminder. Tam's always with me. Let me just show you this, guys. I digress. No, here. Okay, so look in the little circle here. So you see these little baubles on my necklace, the black and the white. Those are a memory of Tam for me. So she was our panda, our ninja panda. And so when she passed, I had these little charms made, really to represent our panda. And so yeah, I'm always grabbing my necklace, and I talk to her quite a bit, and she would be thrilled. That's why that's what I was saying to her. I said, you know, she would just love to know that the community is still together. So many of us back from the Malmo days, and yeah, I talked to her quite a bit. And actually, okay, I can't say anything else. Look at that, you guys. We made a card. We made a card, 746. And I still have one more technique that I can show you with this. So you can see where the glue didn't really contact. So that irks me. So just make sure that you have good coverage. I really liked it colored without this, but this is the technique we're doing. So thank you, you guys. All right, so let's do one more thing. You can use the tissue paper as a background. Oh, there goes. Okay, jewels just went flying. Of course they did. Ah, okay, Yoda, pay attention. Get up there. All right, one more thing we can do with tissue paper. Okay, where's another chunk of tissue paper? Here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Let's just go like this. I don't have to be all fancy and cut it. Now, where are my other layers? I had a whole bunch of them. Here's one. All right. So this could, no, I need bigger than that. Now that I ripped that piece, I think I need a different piece. All right, let me think. How did she do that? She grabbed a silicone mat. And am I going to wrap it around this, though? That is the question. I think so. All right, so is that going to be... Should be a little bit bigger, actually. All right, so let's click this. Tear it like this. All right, so we're going to make a big mess, I think. I didn't actually watch the video that closely. So this is the dark, this is the Oasis Light Starry Sky. I'm going to go with Dark Starry Sky. Let's see how that looks. So I am going to... Yeah, the one thing I said about Tam is really, she was so good at bringing people together. That was her superpower. I don't know how this woman did this. I'm going to scribble a whole bunch of stuff here on my silicone mat. Maybe she used alcohol to kind of mush it around. I don't know. She must have, because it's very wet, or it was very wet in her video. So let's just see what we can do with some alcohol here. Let's see. I am truly going rogue, and I probably should have kept that video open because I didn't watch it properly. But anyway, we're going to get really messy here. We're going to, okay, this is what we're doing. We're going to ink up. Wow! Woo-hoo! We're going to get high. Sure, I'm going to get ink all over my fingers. Okay, that's obviously what she did. And oh, it can be tied. Oh, Nancy, are you in the house? Oh my God, you guys. We can make her... Ooh! 91 proof alcohol. Oh, Lord. I have too much fun. Oh! Yeah, that was at Malmo, Teresa. That's what I'm talking about. The Malmo Hall. Mm-hmm. All right, I'm going to do this again. Oh, that was... Okay, Nancy. Nancy! You need to do this and make us some tie-dye tissue paper. Oh, I kind of love it just like that. Okay, but I needed more. I'm going to do it one more time. It's 7:49. I got time. So I'm just coloring on my silicone mat, as one does. Getting all inky. But this, I mean, this is just alcohol. It's no biggie. Whew, but you're going to get high. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna go like this. There we go. Now we're talking. Ho ho! Yeah. Soak it all up. Okay, that's way better. Now, oh, I know. Seriously, I didn't have a headache before. Oh my God, you guys. Okay. Now, we're scrunching. We're scrunching now. While that's happening, I might try to grab a baby wipe. Let's see if I can get a little bit of this off. Because now if I touch my white paper, you know what's going to happen. Where's that hand sand? I had some hand cleaner in here. Huh. I might have about 14 bottles of... Wonder where I put them, though. They're in a red bucket. Interesting. Okay, well, I'm going to grab my... I just want to get some more of this off my fingers. I do... Looking for hand sanitizer, which... Actually, hang on. Hold on. Don't go away. Like you're going to go away now. You got to see how this ends, right? I want to see how this ends. We're almost done. This is just like the last little technique that we could do. All right. Hand sanitizer. Another great use for this hand sanitizer, we found out at our in-person event that Tracy and I had for our extravaganza, was it takes ink off the tables when you have an extravaganza and ink gets all over the tables. Okay, so that's... Oh! Well, that's neat. Stains your nail. You fortify. Oh. Alrighty then. Okay. Meanwhile, 7:52. Now this has to be dry. We need to dry this. So I'm going to speed it up a little bit. I'm going to grab my heat tool. Turn that over. And it won't take long because this is alcohol. It's not water. So I'm just going to dry it. Oh yeah, I can feel it. It's almost dry already. Yes, my new color of nail polish now. All right. Well, it's not going to matter if this gets all messy. So now I'm going to glue this down. So you can see there are a lot of veins in it that are a little bit darker. Oh, look what it did, you guys. That's brutal. I guess I'm glad I didn't do my nails like I had planned to. All right, so I'm just scrunching this up, and I'm going to do the same thing as before. We're going to add a whole bunch of glue to it, and I'm going to see if I can actually get all the glue. What size is this? I want this smaller. No, I don't. This is bigger, because this is going to be a background piece. Focus, Tamara. Good way to use up some glue, man. I hear music upstairs. I don't know what's going on. Okay. Let's try to get it now. That was a big mistake that I didn't... I'm going to hold this. I might have just bought my kids tickets to Maroon 5. They don't know it yet. Pre-order. They've been wanting to go to a concert alone. I like Maroon 5. I'd like to go. And so I just got them tickets. I just haven't told them yet. Okay, so we're going to open this up now. And we're going to put this down. So this is now a background piece. And if this was tie-dyed, how cool would that look? Okay. Where do I get the glue holder? Emma, come on, Melanie. You're going to have to lose points for asking that question. It's either Costco or Amazon. Always in my world. That was Amazon. It's a nail polish holder. Okay. So if you Google nail polish holders. You'll find a 10-pack or something along those lines. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to snip off a bunch of this, and I'm not going to get too crazy with the decorating of it, but this is going to be my background piece because it's already 7:55. Now, as far as I know, I'm going to pop in on Friday for my virtual newsletter at 10 a.m. The only thing that will thwart that is if I'm taking Mary to the hospital, or if my chiropractor calls. I'm on the wait list because I can barely walk, and that's probably not good for Disneyland. They called me tonight and said, oh, we have a spot tomorrow morning at 10. Can you come? And I said no, because I'm hanging out with my dad. So if they call and I can get in on Friday, then I might take that. But other than that, I shall be here 10 o'clock. That's when I do it, right, Tracy? 10 o'clock on Friday. We'll do one final little catch up. And then, yes, so I have pre-scheduled videos for Mystery Card Monday and Check It Out Tuesday. So you can still play along on Monday at 1 o'clock. I think I have scheduled a post for the recipe. So you can still play along on Monday, even though I'm not here. So it'll be like just like I'm here, but I'm not. Okay. So here is, a background piece of loveliness. I'm afraid to touch white paper, but let's do it anyway. Oh, how gorgeous is that? It needs to be crooked. Yes, it does. I'm going to tape it. Why not? I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, but I don't want to throw it away. So we're going to secure it down, and then I'm going to do something amazing with it. Who am I kidding? It'll sit in my bucket for a year before I get back to it because I get things to do. But look how, okay, if I was in the field of vision, look at that. Oh, what? Yes. Yes. Or, okay, I kind of like this now, but I could never get that depth. Well, I might do this card. Or the, I don't know, but look how pretty that is. Look at that background. I want a t-shirt looking like this, hey? Lined up for tickets with my sister for the Beatles. Oh, well, sure, Janet. Isn't that pretty? It's 7:57. Anything else you want to talk about? Anything else you want to see? That is what I'm calling faux silk. I like this a lot. Huh. I might, huh. I don't like this coloring though. That's really lame. But maybe I'll try it. I don't know what to do. Maybe I'll try it without covering it. I'm going to try this maybe without, oh, but look how pretty that is. Anyway, I'm just going to stop talking now. It's pretty, right? Flowers on the background. Yeah, I'm thinking. Wonder if I stamped on this, how badly that would screw it up. Let's see. Want to? Yeah, I do. Let's do it. I'm going to stamp the flower right on here and see what happens. Such a rebel. Oh, look at all the halos I could get if I'm not really careful. Gotta be careful, Tamara. Gonna do it. Doing it. Wish me luck. Wink the flowers, yes. The waves dies, put a sentiment on it, and Bob's your uncle. Right, Debbie? Okay. Fingers crossed. Neato mosquito. Huh? Could even color in some of the extra stuff. Okay, now I just want to keep playing. This is how neat new techniques are born. Okay, what am I doing here? I already have a piece right here. Hang on. I'm just going to keep on going. Yeah, 7:59. I still have a minute. Like, literally. I like it. I like it a lot. Maybe I could color, no, see, I want to go in and add some more white, little pops of white with maybe my white chalk marker. I wonder what would happen if I used my color lifter in certain spots. Okay, wait for it, you guys. Wait, I'm not done yet. No, I am not. Because I won't do this one until I turn off the, when I turn off the camera, you know I'm going to go upstairs and color. and fix my nails that are now really bad. Okay, wait. I'm going to try it on this. Like, I'm not going to try it on my card. I'm going to try it on this and see what happens. You know, this is super gluey. Hang on. Let's see what happens if I put my color lifter on it. Shimmer paint. Oh. Okay, well, it's not going to do a lot. I don't want to screw it up now, but you know I'm going to. So this is going to take away some of the alcohol and make it a little bit light. Oh, it's okay. Stop doing that. Okay, but I want to see chalk marker. Okay, well that just kind of looks like it's part of the thing. It's okay. It's okay. Don't panic. Don't panic. Now, where are my 14 chalk markers? Chalk markers. Oh. I really should organize my life here. I've got, there they are, hiding. I found them. Like you think I'm kidding. Chalk markers. I just want to see. Just want to see if it'll work. Try it out on here first. Oh, this one's dead. So I'll keep it. Shimmer paint, yeah. Oh, yeah, No, are any of these alive? I need some color. See. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay, see that white glob did kind of glob. Yeah. Oh, it's pretty. Oh, yeah. Okay. Too bad we've stopped selling the white chalk marker. I think it's probably sold out by now. Pretty sure. I think it went quick. A lot of people were stocking up. Neat. It just gives a little bit of depth. So I'll stop, slap a sentiment on it, call it done. Neat, hey? Think we can bring back the Faux Silk technique? I think we can. I think we all need to start posting pictures with this technique. I like it. I want to be careful not to tear my tissue paper. Is everybody going to go out and buy tissue paper now tomorrow? Or look in your stash? Actually, you could use the paper pumpkin stuff. It's blue, and if you're going to dye it anyway, right, you could use that. We need white blends and markers. Yes. Okay, there's lots of dinging going on, and I don't know how to turn that off. So I'm going to call it done. I'm going to, yeah, well, I'm not. I'm just going to let you go while I keep playing for a few minutes. That was fun, you guys. The days that I'm like, oh, I should just cancel. And actually, Alicia said you should cancel and we'll do some diamond painting. And I'm like, I cannot. The show must go on. And you know what? Then I want to use white, some white accents on. Okay, stop that. How do I make that stop? I don't know. What have I got? I could just use normal. I could use these two glitzy. I'm going to use white. I'm going to use my old retired white ones. But anyway, okay, that's it. Enough rambling on. Yeah. Okay, where's the other one? Did I do the other one? Did I make it into a card? I don't think I did I? Oh, here it is. Okay, so here we go. Coloring directly on the tissue paper. Coloring and then covering it with tissue paper. And look, I think this one's my favorite. Ah! White pencil crayon might, Debbie. Oh, look at the big grain on Debbie. It might, yes. I might try that. Should I try it right now? Let's see if it doesn't tear it. Let me just see on the scrap here, Deb. Yes! Debbie for the win. You betcha. Indeed. And we do have white pencil crayons. Okay, I'm going to keep playing. All right, you guys, that's enough of that nonsense, right? Thank you for hanging out with me today. It's 8:05. I'm going to sign off, but I will be back here Friday. Fingers crossed. That's all I got. That was fun. Try it out and post it, okay? If you do, promise? Okay. Enjoy the rest of your week. Hope to see you Friday. If not, you'll see recordings of me, and I may or may not post a couple pictures next week. Thanks, you guys. I'll miss you. Talk to you soon.